Shakumaku, dear viewers. I'm Eric, and joining me is the one and only Omar, editor of Epic's weekly Iraq reports, also known as Isham. Welcome, Omar.
Good to be here again.
Yes. And I'm not coming from a very dark hotel this time, so I think the lighting is much better today. If you appreciate this content, please take a minute to like and subscribe to our channel. That will help keep you up to date and helps Epic reach more viewers like you. Here's a quick recap of a few of the key events captured in our most recent issue. On August 12th, UNITAD, which is the UN investigative team to promote accountability for crimes committed by ISIS, delivered a report to Iraq's judiciary detailing evidence of ISIS atrocities against Shia Turkmen women and children, including murder, torture, persecution, and enforced sexual slavery. UNITAD's mission is set to expire on September 17th. That's less than a month from now. On August 14th, Iraq's federal Appellate court overturned the conviction and life sentence of Lieutenant Colonel Omar Nizar, who was previously found guilty of ordering the killing of unarmed protesters during the 2019 Zaytun Bridge massacre, citing insufficient evidence. According to eyewitness testimonials collected by Human Rights Watch and many others, at least 84 protesters, mostly young people, were killed when a battalion of the Interior Ministry's Emergency Response Division under Lieutenant Colonel Nizar's command used live ammunition against anyone on or near Nasiriyah Zaytun Bridge. The massacre happened on November 28th and 29th, 2019, amidst the broader Tishreen. On August 15th, Iraq's Ministry of Electricity launched 3 power generation and transmission projects in the central province of Karbala. The project includes a 300 megawatt solar power plant. So, Omar, last week we talked about how months of political deadlock had finally ended in the province of Diyala with the appointment of a new governor, Adnan al-Jair al-Shamari, who is curiously a member of Nouri al-Maliki's State of Law coalition, despite Maliki's bloc not really having any seats on Diyala's provincial council. And now this week, we learned that Kirkuk, the only remaining province without a governor, now also has one. In a meeting held at Baghdad's al-Rashid hotel, attended by 9 of the 16 members of Kirkuk's provincial council, Rebwar Talabani was elected governor, and Mohammed al-Hafidh was elected as the council's new chairman. Is this democracy at work, Omar, or the latest results of ruling parties circumventing voters?
It is certainly a development that's making a lot of political parties in Kirkuk unhappy. The KDP, the Kurdistan Democratic Party, the Turkmen Front, and a number of the Arab politicians whose parties are on the provincial councils have raised objections about the way the new governor was elected. The new governor is a member of the Patriotic Union of Kurdistan, the PUK. They argued that the session was held without their members being notified. So this is a very gray area, legally speaking, because these councils were elected 8 months ago. They're supposed to elect chairmen and governors within 15 days. It's been 8 months. So the rules are very jumbled. So legality aside, this is definitely a departure from the politics of consensus that are supposed to guide these processes. And it's also a bit of an embarrassment to Prime Minister Mohammed al-Sudani, who has been trying to break the impasse in Kirkuk. He has convened the various parties that are on the council several times to try and bring them together to agree on a path forward jointly. But what happened is that the PUK and a few of the Arab members on the council, I think joined by one member representing the Christian community, got together at the Rashid Hotel. 9 is a simple majority of the 16, but it's certainly not the way that things are normally done, especially in a very sensitive and very disputed place like Kirkuk. The KDP is calling this an illegal election. The Turkmen Front is threatening to challenge this with the federal Supreme Court. Their supporters are on the street protesting. So unfortunately, this seems like a development that's going to create more problems than it's likely to solve. And we may see more hostility between the KDP and the PUK. We may see more ethnic tensions in the province between the various communities. We're trying to kind of reach a compromise formula whereby the various communities take turns running the affairs of the province. So this rather unilateral move by the PUK is going to, I think, complicate things a lot in Kirkuk. So we'll see what happens in the coming weeks and if there's actually a legal challenge to the election to try and overturn it. In any case, the president of Iraq, al-Rashid, who is a member of the PUK as well, did not waste time. And within a couple of days, he ratified and confirmed Rebwar Talabani's appointment and election to the governorship. So right now, I think there's a bit of a fait accompli situation that's taking place.
And the new chairman, this Mohammed al-Hafidh, what political party had he been part of, and what was the reaction from that bloc?
Good question. So the new chairman of the council is a member of the political party that's led by Khamis al-Khanjar, a prominent Sunni Arab politician, and they have actually sacked him. They have dismissed him from the party's ranks. They accused him of working with the PUK behind their back to secure personal gains, to secure the position for himself without consulting with the party leadership. So that's another fissure in political alignments in Kirkuk.
Well, thank you for that analysis, Omar. This has been your latest installment of Iraq in 7 minutes, designed to keep you informed with the latest news from Iraq. Find out more about the latest exchange between Prime Minister Sudani and U.S. Secretary of State Blinken, new developments in the race for Iraq's Speaker of Parliament, and more in our latest issue at enablingpeace.org. Now hit those like and subscribe buttons. Until next time, maslama.
Ma salama, Eric. See you next week.